everyone, my name is Jamie with Our Mindful Garden. If you're new here, I'm a secular homeschool mom of 3 kiddos, and I love all things mindfulness, social emotional learning, and secular homeschooling. Today's topic is on gratitude and specifically instilling it in our children. Gratitude is a powerful tool because it overcomes negativity bias, and it helps with our immune system and our self-esteem and with a growth mindset. It impacts us in truly so many powerful ways. Negativity bias is when you focus on the negative a little bit more often than you focus on the positive. And all humans have that, all humans experience that to no fault of our own. It's the fact that we are evolutionarily wired to believe that. Our ancestors back in the day needed it in order to survive, but it doesn't really help us in this modern day age. We can change that. We can actually interrupt that negativity bias and change the neural pathways in our brain to focus more on the good and gratitude and the positive things in our life. And that really just helps our lives in general. Like, I truly believe that a healthy mindset and a happy mindset is a healthier and happier life. And I mean, who wants to be negative and sad all the time anyways, right? The first thing that I recommend if you're trying to instill gratitude in your kiddos is by modeling it yourself, of course. So the ways that I try to do that is I will vocalize aloud what I'm grateful for in front of my kiddos or with my kiddos. So if I'm like on a walk with them and I go, "Oh, I'm so grateful for this beautiful day. The sun is shining. I can hear the birds singing. The snow is glistening. I love the beautiful white. I love that fresh air. Oh, it makes me feel so happy." That's one way that I like to model it. We also like to sit down to dinner and we'll talk about the best thing that happened to us and the part that was hard and why it was hard and how we can work through it next time. We'll talk about the 3 things that we are grateful for or 3 people that we're grateful for. I really try, and I'm not perfect, but I try to model gratitude daily because I do believe it is so important for our kiddos to see that, because they're sponges and they're gonna pick up on whatever we are putting out into the universe. Second, I really like to incorporate it into our homeschooling. So for example, we'll incorporate it into our art. Like recently we made a dream catcher craft, which has feathers in which you can talk about the people or things that you're grateful for or something you love about yourself. And it was a fun way for them to practice social emotional learning and their gratitude for things. Another way we really like to is we will practice handwriting by writing the things that we are grateful for or positive affirmations. And so in the beginning, when my oldest was first starting to write, I would have like traceable words for her so she could just outline it as she went along. As she got older, she would write it herself, or if she wanted to dictate it to me, I would write it down for her too. And she would say, "I am so thankful for my sister," or "I am so thankful for my cats," or my stuffed animals, whatever it may be. Just having that daily practice really helps cement it in because you're doing it repeatedly, but they're also learning at the same time. We also in the fall like to create gratitude trees, where we will paint a big tree on a big sheet of paper, and then we have leaves that we painted different colors like red, green, orange, brown, and each day we would write some things that we are grateful for, and then we would paste it onto the tree. So at the end it's a big tree with a bunch of leaves and we get to see everything that we are grateful for. And that was a really beautiful way for us to incorporate gratitude practice. Branching off that, the third way that we practice gratitude is making it a habit. So if we do them daily, it is consistent and it is a habit, and it's just something that once you do often and regularly, it's just second nature, and then it just comes easily to you instead of having to work for it. Other ways we like to instill it in our kiddos is we like to read books about gratitude. There are tons of books out there if you just even Google gratitude books for kids, and it's really helpful to have discussions before and after and talk about the book, because that will really help them grasp the understanding of gratitude as well. Finally, I made these books February, March of 2022, December of 2021. It's been a long time, and they are for sale on Amazon, and I have never talked about them. So I just kind of want to go over the growth journal that I created. And if you're interested in that, I will put a link down below for it. But I have 5 different colors. There is a cream color, blue, green, pink, and there is a lavender as well, which is being used by one of my kiddos, and it is apparently hidden, but there's a lavender as well. And basically I had this idea that I wanted to create a gratitude journal for kiddos, and I wanted to also incorporate the 5 components of social emotional learning, which I will get into in the next video and talk more in depth about that. These books leave a lot of space for creativity and self-expression, and also to meet the child at whatever age or stage that they're at. Now I'm going to flip it over just so we can kind of go through the book and you can see what it has to offer. Okay, so the growth journal is available on Amazon. It comes with just a smooth binding like this. I did look into getting spiral binding for the books, but it would have doubled the price for the book, and I didn't feel comfortable with that, so I went with an option that was more cost effective for people. In the book, and they can write their name in here. And there's 50 different prompts for the social emotional learning and the gratitude and the positive affirmations. So technically this is a 50-day journal, but you could spread that out over, you know, doing a couple of the days a week and making it a year-long project. You could make it a 2-month project, or you could just do like a little bit every day and make it like a week's worth. Each page can be suited to fit the age and the needs of the children. So for my youngest daughter, she's not quite comfortable with drawing her answers yet, and of course not writing them in. So what she'll do is I'll ask her these questions, and then she will let me know, and then I'll write in her answers for her. So 3 things I am grateful for. She's saying my sister, we'll draw a little picture of her sister, or I will just write her sister's name, what she's proud of, what was hard today, and how can you learn from it. And so for those who are writing, they can certainly write in their answers, or if they feel like drawing in their answers too, they can do that. So it really just depends on the child, and it's very differentiated to meet the needs of children of all ages. Then each prompt also comes with a positive affirmation. So this positive affirmation is, I am a wonderful friend. And they can color it in, they can recite it a couple of times, whatever they'd like to do. And then finally, there is a thought-provoking prompt for each topic as well. So it has a quote up here, friendship doubles your joys and divides your sorrows. And then it says, think of a time when you helped a friend. How did it make you feel? How do you think it made your friend feel? Use this space to write or draw this experience. So it allows the child to write in their response, or they can draw it in by drawing in a time that they helped their friend. The next prompt, again, starts with 3 things that they are grateful for. And then there's a little different responses down at the bottom here, and that happens. And so this one is something I love about myself and a goal I am working towards. And up here, they can feel free to draw in a silly face or a happy face or an angry face or an upset face or whatever feeling that they're feeling at that time if they want to draw in a face. Otherwise, they can also write in the name of the feeling. And again, this positive affirmation is I am brave. And then so brave will be the topic here for the next page. So again, a quote, and then think about a time when you felt brave. Write or draw about it below. And then again, 3 things I'm grateful for, something I learned today. How did I show kindness today? I choose joy. Another prompt, think about someone or something that brings you joy and use that space to express your joy by writing or drawing about them. And so it really just allows the child to pick up the habit of gratitude and social emotional learning and positive affirmations. And it really is something simple that you could add to your morning routine or evening routine or just part of your homeschool day. Ships by Amazon, so it gets to you nice and fast. And I believe right now it is for sale for $11.99 on Amazon. So again, I'll put the link below. But I just wanted to do a little flip through So you got to see what this book actually looks like. And again, it comes in 5 different colors, and it's just like a really great way to incorporate gratitude and joy and positive affirmations.